Feeling a little nostalgic for some actual printed photos? Well, today on State of Tech, we're going to take a look at the Fujifilm INSTAX Share. This is the new version, the SP-2. And basically what this is a mobile cartridge printer that allows you to print photos directly from your phone. So what's great about this is that it's all self-contained and there isn't anything to mess with. You just load a cartridge in and then you're able to take 10 photos per cartridge. And they're represented here on the front by how many little lights are left that are lit up. So when you get the device, you pop the battery in it. The battery is a little weird of a fit, so you kind of have to push it down in there until the little door snaps over, and then you'll want to charge it for a little while. Mine came completely dead, not with an ounce of battery life in the device. So I'm going to go ahead and power this up by pressing down the power button, and we'll see the green light up here and the LEDs light up. All of them but one are lit up because I did run a print off just to test and kind of play with this initially. So now we need to go into our settings, and the printer actually emits a Wi-Fi signal, so we need to connect to that Wi-Fi signal, and it'll be called INSTAX and then a series of numbers. We then need to go and open up the application, which is called INSTAX Share. This is something you're going to need to download from either the App Store on iPhone or the Play Store on Android first beforehand. So in the app, you can actually print photos that are already taken, that you've already taken. You can reprint the previous photo. You can take a photo with the camera, so a brand new photo. You can add real-time information templates to the photo, such as the weather, the date, your location. It's kind of neat, but you do need to do this before you connect to the device, because if you connect to the printer, you're not getting a data connection because the printer doesn't have a data connection. So you'll actually have to disconnect from the printer in order to set up the real-time templates. And then you can also take a look at the settings. So the app settings are really basic. There's a filter that the app will run on your photos to maximize them for the printer. We also have printer settings. You'll want to change your printer password because the printer emits a Wi-Fi signal that does not have a password, but when you connect to the printer, there's a password 1111 that you enter in order to connect to it. You'll want to change that password to something more secure, so that way people don't hijack your printer connection and try to print photos to your printer. So we also have the reprint settings here on whether or not it saves your photo after power off, and then you can also check to make sure that your firmware is up to date. All right, so we're going to go ahead and select from a photo. Let's go ahead and try this photo here. You can see that there are some photos that have a little warning, probably because they're too low of resolution. So you want to make sure that you take a photo that's high enough resolution. So let's go ahead and select this photo, and it's going to show me how the photo is going to look when it's framed up. I can also add some text, so I can type. All right, so we've got that, and that's basically going to make my photo a little bit smaller, but it's going to add some text. So now I'm going to need to connect and print, and so it says that it is printing, and sure enough I can hear the device making a little bit of noise. I also get a battery level on the app itself, that's of the printer, so I can keep an eye on my battery level. You don't want the battery to go dead. I found that the battery goes dead without warning, so you need to be careful and make sure that you are not in the middle of a firmware update or in the middle of a print. All right, so we pull the little print out, and it is very much like a Polaroid of the past. The photo takes a little bit of time to come in, so shaking it a little bit may speed it up. I really don't know. This is nostalgia right here. Like, this is my childhood, shaking the photo so that you could see it faster. These days we've got fast phones. We take the photo and we can see it immediately. Back in the day, you had to wait for it. So it's pretty neat. You can see here, this is what one of the photos looks like after it's had time to process, and then we have a photo here that is still going. And it's not the best quality photo. Obviously it is kind of a contrasty photo, but this is cool because you could take a picture, you could hand it to someone. This little device is rather tiny, it's pretty lightweight, so it's not much to pack this and take it with you. And the ability just to be able to print a photo and hand it to someone, I mean, who does that these days? It's just neat to be able to have that. So yes, a printer cartridge only prints out 10 photos. When you buy a box of cartridges, it usually comes with 2 cartridges, so you get 20. And you know, it's not the cheapest, they're not the cheapest printer cartridges, but nonetheless, it is completely mobile and it's a lot of fun. It's something that you just don't see these days. So if you're looking for a mobile way to run off some prints, be able to hand them out to your friends, easy reprint button on the side of the printer in case we wanted to run a reprint. You can charge it down here. So it's just a fun little thing to have. You know, people don't print photos these days, and so being able to give them a little photo they can stick on their fridge or something like that is definitely pretty cool. So the INSTAX Share SP-2, this is the latest version. You can get it on Amazon. I've got the links in the description below, both to this and the cartridges. Keep in mind that you do need to buy the printer and cartridges. The printer does not come with cartridges, at least what I found. The printer just comes with the battery, a charging cable, and that's it. So you're going to need the cartridges. It also does charge using micro USB, so the same connector that you would charge most of your phones and other mobile accessories. You just pop this little door open and you can charge from here. To get the bay open so that you can add in a new cartridge, you just simply push on this lever and the door opens and you could pop in a new cartridge. So definitely interesting. I mean, you know, I could see as a photographer, I might want to carry this with me, and at an event, I could take a couple of pictures and print them off and hand them to people. And it's just something unexpected. It's just something different, and you just don't see that so much these days. So if you're looking for a little mobile printer, this one definitely can take care of your needs, printing out nice little Polaroids that people can have instantly. So definitely check it out. Links are in the description below. Make sure to subscribe to our channel here on State of Tech if you want updates to when we put out new videos. We put out new videos every day, and we'd hate for you to miss them. So make sure to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time here on State of Tech. Thanks.